Hi everyone, welcome to V Celestial Tarot. Today we're going to do some love readings for the month of August for all of my Leos out there. I'm going to be using new cards today. I had an idea for these cards. I was going to use these love cards and I was like, yes, I'm going to do that. And then these other cards just randomly fell when I was getting ready and I was like, oh, I'm going to take that as a sign. So bear with me as I try all new adventures today. So let's dive in. Okay, right as I went to go pick up the cards, the first thing that came in was just like this, jolt of excitement. It felt like, butterflies. I don't know if you're talking to someone who's giving you butterflies, but then I felt jolted in my throat, like I felt like I couldn't speak, so maybe some of you are having difficulties, trying to express how you feel to this person. So that's a select message for some of you out there. But yeah, it was very interesting, contrasting feelings. Feeling like you really like someone, but also feeling confused and feeling like you don't have the words to express. Or maybe you're wanting someone to express how they feel about you, and you feel like they just don't speak up enough. So let's see what cards come out. Nope, okay. Alright, a lot more cards came out than I expected. Actually, these don't feel right. I'm so sorry. I feel like I need to give another shuffle. Those don't feel right. But if they come out again, then you know that was the message that needed to come here. Okay, what messages do we have for our leaders out there from my cards? Okay, alright. You got, okay. So many cards. Okay, right now what I'm getting is that you are having difficulty expressing how you feel. Like, I feel like your emotions are everywhere, and I'm feeling like there's some other energy. Like, I don't know if some of you are dealing with more than one person at this point, but it feels like there's mixed feelings, like, I don't know, like, it feels like you don't have a handle on your romance life right now, or there are just things coming up that you're like, I don't know how to deal with this. Okay. What messages do we have for Leos? Can I get some clear, easy messages at first? Okay, no, that is just not gonna happen. Alright. So, here's what I'm gonna do. We have 4 rings, 5 of shells, 3 of magician. Okay. Oof. Okay, oof. Honey, I just got so sad. Like, I felt very cold. I feel there's gonna be a few messages coming out, so I apologize. So bear with me. At first, it felt like it feels like a lot of energy from your past. I don't know if someone's resurfacing in your life, or feelings that you thought had gone away are now resurfacing for someone from your past. And you've been trying to grapple with that, like some trauma that you've been hiding out of. Or one thing that came out really strong was, like, I feel like you saw something, like, this is very clear something for someone out there, but I saw you felt like you looked through Instagram, or they looked through your Instagram, and you were like, they liked something that rubbed you the wrong way, or vice versa. And that was a weird conversation, like, boundaries were kind of crossed, and you're trying to figure out how to assess that. But then I also heard, like, message of, like, someone coming through, something you've wanted to hear for a long time is finally going to be spoken. I don't know if you've been waiting for someone to kind of tell you how they feel. And I feel like in the month of August, you're probably going to get that confirmation that they do feel the same way that you're feeling, and you're not crazy about these feelings. But yeah, for some of you out there, whoever you're talking to or with or thinking about, for some reason, it felt like you guys balanced each other. Like, there was a lot of energy between you two that made sense. Like, you might have been opposites, but for some reason it works. Like, I kept hearing, like, yin yang. Like, yeah, like, there's a weird balance between the two of you. Like, you might be different from each other, but it works. And if you were with this person before, I feel like you overthought everything with this person. You would consider, like, is this the right thing with me? Like, your anxiety got the best of you, like, but that feels like past energy. Like, when you're with them, it feels very much like you are either going to talk to or are talking to someone from your past. And it feels like in the past you overthought everything. Like you were like, are we right for each other? Like you let your head get in the way instead of following your heart. And this time you're like, I'm going to abandon that and I'm going to try to resurface, like really just live and be present in it. Let's see if we can get some clarification. But also this person, it feels like they hurt you in the past and you're like, I don't really know. Like I want them to come back, but I don't know if they're ready, if they're at the point where they can be good to me. Are they going to be the right fit this time around? But I'm seeing like something that you wanted coming to fruition. But also just be mindful of the energy that you put into this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, again, the idea of opposites. Like you guys, I feel like you have very differing views, and that actually is why you're like like I don't know, some of you might have like a feeling like I don't know if this is what I want. Like this is not, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time articulating. And I think that's maybe a sign of like you have a hard time articulating what's wrong with this relationship, but deep down inside of you, you're like, I think ultimately our worldviews is what might push us apart and not scares you. And the thing is, I feel like they shower you with love a lot, but sometimes you can't overlook the small differences of like basic personality. You're like, okay, there's a lot of love there, but I don't know. I'm gonna use a different deck and see if I can get some clarification on these cards. Let's get some clarification for our Leos out there. Yeah, right. Okay, some of you feel like they don't, again, that issue of like they don't open up enough to you, and it's actually eating away at you. You're like, why don't you open up? Like I feel like some of you might have been with them for a long time, and there's so much history. That's why I think either you've been with this person for a long time, this is someone from your past. I'm gonna put these up here, but it's really like you feel like they have this entire universe in them that they don't open up, and it's so hard for you to grapple with that. And I feel like you guys have some history. Like I don't know if you've been with them since a young age, and it's kind of scary to leave this person, but sometimes it feels like you're talking to a brick wall. Like you're like, we hit this wall of like communication, and I don't know how to tackle that even with our history. There's still like there's this blockage, and I think they just have a hard time opening up to you, and you're like, I don't get it. Like we've been together for this long, we've known each other, we have history. Why is that still the thing that you hold back? Why do you hold back on communication? Like I feel like you put in most of the work. Oh wow. Yeah. I'm just going to say it out loud. I don't think that this is a bad relationship. And I don't feel like you guys are bad for each other, but I think, I think you guys are really good for each other, but this is a challenge that you need to address. We have the Two of Swords, so peace, and then Four of Wands, completion. Like for me, this card is like, there's a union, and like this is a cycle, a struggle that's gonna end, and you guys are gonna figure out again. Like it's for those in relationships, it's like this is a troubleshooting phase right now, and you guys love each other, and there's so much love there, but I think right now this distance that you're feeling is just a cycle that's gonna end. It feels heavy, but like again, what I was saying before I pulled those cards, it's like I don't think you guys are bad for each other, but this just feels like one of those things that you have to talk about. You have to move forward from this communication issue. Temperance. Yeah, you guys need balance. You need to figure out some things are out of whack right now with this relationship. Like, you need to find that balance again. Something's wrong. Like, you guys are not addressing the elephant in the room, the Fool. Yeah, new beginnings. I'm telling you, this is just a cycle. Like, I think a lot of you have been so stressed out. I just got really emotional. It was like the idea of, like, I know I love this person. There's so much love here, but how could they just, like, not open up? Like, if they show me this affection in this way, like, I think there might be a misalignment of your love languages, and that's why it's so difficult. Yeah, like, there feels like so much love. Yeah, there needs to be some change. And I think this person is, like, very stubborn, and that might be why you guys argue a lot, because they're so stubborn and set in their ways, and you're like, okay, if you want to be with me, you need to do this. Like, this is endgame, if not. Like, I think you're a very strong personality, and they are a really strong personality, that sometimes can get in the way. But there's, I don't know, there's so much love there. All right, I'm going to pull some love oracle cards to see if we can get any further clarification. This card just flew out. It's called Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. What did I say? It was the end of a cycle, I think. That is what you need to remember. Okay, yeah. That's all the messages I needed to hear. Like, that is, so the next one that came out was self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. And this came out before, with the Two of Swords. What I was seeing is that, like, I wanted to say it earlier, but I just mismanaged and sometimes judge myself from saying things. But, you need to go in and meditate and figure out what it is you're looking for. What is it that you truly want from this relationship? And remember, take time to focus on what you do love about this relationship and what's good and what really works there. Refine that love. And then the next one was the Phoenix. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is just a bit of a struggle, but it just feels like communication. You guys might have different love languages, and it's just trying to find out how that works in between. Okay, those are the messages I have. I'm sending you lots of light and love. If you like, please like and subscribe and comment below. Thanks.